I'm going to put another angle out on something because I think I got a unique way of thinking on some things, and I've been around where I got to think of a way to counter something, what's really going on, because everything you do ever, no matter what it is, it's a risk. I don't care, and I live for that garbage. But I'm going to tell you right now, with this Putin, who the West is against him now. I don't know if there was originally some other deal, but they're against him right now. And I know a lot of people like listening to Lindsey Williams and stuff too, because sometimes they get aggravated. I don't know. There's various opinions, but I know the reason they want to listen to him is because they want to know what's going on. They want to know the secrets, right? Well, there's another stupid way to find out, and a lot of it is from this group, Femen, and I pointed this out before, and I'm going to hit you with the most blatant reason. The most blatant reason is these females wouldn't be doing this unless they were paid, and they're not getting some little T-shirt sales or some stuff. Somebody's paying them. Somebody's paying them. Right now, this protest, I don't know if people are thinking what the hell it's for, but it's against Putin, right? Now, Putin is saying a lot of policies against the West. I'm going to elaborate a little more on this Femen, some of the policies, because it'll tell you what the policies of the elite are, too, even through that, because it is a no-brainer. Women would not be doing that unless there was some money going in their pockets. I know that for a fact. That is a guarantee. That is a guarantee. They're getting paid. And it's not just off of some little contributions. They got attorneys on the spot whenever something happens. They get arrested multiple times. They get right the hell out. They got travel expenses. All this stuff. There's something going on. There's money behind it. And I say there's some type of big money behind it. And, with some of the junk Lindsey Williams pushes, like what the policies of the elite is, you can almost tell through that group. And I'm going to try to be quick about this, but I'm going to hit the points, right? Prime Minister Vladimir Putin warned against military intervention in Syria or an attack on Iran, and scathing criticism of the West on Monday as he laid out his foreign policy priorities less than a week before Russia's presidential election. So Femen is, going against him. I don't know if that's one of the things. The protests were, like Putin says, they are kind of financed by the West. But this Putin guy he's bad news. He's bad news for everybody anyway, including Russia. Putin said the West had backed the Arab Spring to advance its interest in the region, and that instead of promoting democracy, the revolts had given rise to religious extremism. Yeah. I know that's true, but you know what? This guy, he's as bad as anybody else, too. It's another thing. Putin defended the Russia-China decision earlier this month to veto a United Nations resolution condemning Syrian President Assad's crackdown on protests, saying that Moscow wouldn't allow a replay of what happened in Libya, where NATO airstrikes helped Libya rebels oust Gaddafi's regime. So he is going against the Western elite. And this is where you talk about this word, the elite. Does Russia and the Western elite work together? Yes, sometimes when it's both in their self-interest, but they will cut each other's throats. I kind of brought up that adjunct before, that high oil prices could put a big financial infusion into Russia, which could be to the detriment of the West. So this game's going on. That's why a lot of people don't know what's going on with a lot of things for the future. But if you want to look at the policies of the elite, actually this group, they're being paid. They are being paid. And there's attorneys, there's all kinds of junk going on. There's some money behind this. Women don't do this for free. I'll guarantee you that. That's bullshit. All the publicity, all the garbage they got to go through, they wouldn't be doing this. There's no doubt about it. Putin is, the West wants to get rid of Putin. Now, another one this group was against was, and I pointed this out before a long time ago, Berlusconi. The West wanted Berlusconi out. And actually, that was something Lindsey Williams said. Now, another thing they're against is that, strict Muslim law in, Saudi and stuff like that, against the Saudi regime. That was another Femen thing. Now, here's another one. Occupy Wall Street. They're for that. See, that's the thing. You got smart people in Occupy Wall Street, but you know what? That movement has been hijacked from day one. From day one. And you know, the fancy website would occupy Wall Street with the clenched fist, with the Marxist type of, you know, the whole thing. It's like communist ideology going on there, even though there's a lot of smart people that realize that, you know, Glass-Steagall should be reinforced and put back in place fully. And you know, a lot of the electronic trading and stuff that goes on to move markets up and down, all that kind of junk. But you know, this group was behind it too, you know. And it's like I said, they're getting paid. They're getting paid. So I know, you know, that's almost like an indication what's going on by the elite. It's kind of a weird way of knowing. But they're not in the news much. But I saw this junk today on RT. And I said to myself, yep, Putin, they want to get rid of him. His policies are totally going against the West. And I know there's a lot of garbage going on. This guy is a you know, a vacuum for money, basically. You know, Russians are all dirt poor, and this guy's like at least 40, 50 billion dollars. He makes Bill Gates look like a pauper, you know. So he ain't a nice guy either. So whatever he says, it's a bunch of garbage. He plays the crowd one way, and it plays, you know, the crowd plays the other way, and all this kind of garbage. So, you know, I know a lot of other people kind of agree with him, but all these leaders in all these countries are screwed up. So anyway, but that's a good indication to actually tell you behind the scenes, because those women aren't doing nothing. They aren't doing those protests, going through all that crap, getting arrested, putting on all these funky uniforms and crap, getting out there naked, protesting, getting attorneys, traveling to Italy, traveling to the United States, traveling wherever the hell they are, for nothing. It's bull crap. They're just getting paid. Somebody's paying them bucks. So that tells you what the policy of the elite are. It's a shrewd way of telling, but you can tell. 99% at least aren't picking up on that. So I figured I'd throw that out there. So it's reality.